Hello and welcome. This is Sahara playing Pillars of Eternity, The White March, and I have decided to come back to Craigholdt Bluffs to see if I can advance this a little bit further. This is really tough. I know we got up over here in one episode and we tried to beat the general or whatever and didn't get very far, but we have since gotten better equipment and all that other good stuff. Also, off camera, I clicked on the grieving mother and then went to the
Your
dialogue,
mind comes bearing questions, Watcher.
and she had some new things that came up. Um, I wanted to know more about you.
And I you. In asking, we reveal ourselves to each other.
And there were some options here I haven't seen before. So why are you called the grieving mother? The air seems to go still for a moment, and time stretches as it did before when the two of you first met. There is a wash of uncertainty from her mind. Yeah, that is wash, slowly shaping into questions that swirl and do not coalesce. She does not move. She seems paralyzed, as if you have just wrapped her in a cold blanket.
That is a question for you, not I. That is not my name, although if you wish to hang the title on me, I cannot stop you. Is that what you see when your eyes fall upon me?
So I named you? As as a watcher, you may see what I do not, or your mind shapes the thoughts I project into a new meaning. There is truth in that title, but it is not all I am. So what do you grieve then? You must have felt it, seen it. It has as many names as the pain it has caused. As the words take shape, they seem to tumble from her, and the wave is great, rushing into your mind. To your surprise, you feel as if you've been touched by the bailiwick again, and behind it, cutting through the torrent like a knife, are the thoughts of the grieving mother. There is a wound cut across the belly of the world, a jagged knife that has stripped the stems from men and carved furrows across the wombs of women. There is much I have forgotten, but I can feel the wound all around me. It will not let me rest, nor let me be. The children have gone silent, yet their voices may be heard again. Are you speaking of the Hollowborn? The word. There is a slowness of thoughts, as if the word is being weighed, accepted. It doesn't feel natural to her. You can sense it. Was once unknown to me, as was much of what unfolded in the outside world. When the curse came upon us, I thought it a smaller thing, a thing of communities and hearths. Her thoughts seemed to stumble as if on weak legs. It was only when I walked that I feel it stretching out around me in all the cracks of the world. Children have been cursed. I do not think it was something they caused, nor something deserved. That which is inside them has been torn away. I do not know how, but this wound must be stitched closed. The world bleeds forth from beneath a woman's legs. If this blood is not stemmed, the world will die and grow quiet. Do you know its cause? There is a desperation, a wailing fear. You can almost feel her thoughts shriveling, and you realize she is as lost as you are on the matter, and then a sudden sharp clarity. I shall know it. Through you. Your eyes will track the cause, find the path, and I will be beside you. There is no wound that cannot be healed, and if you are truly a watcher, then this wound may be seen for what it is. You saw me where I hid. Whosever's hands have stilled the world, you shall see them too. And if there is no way to heal it, what then? It will I will be there, and you will do what must be done. You were given your sight so that you may watch the world, and you will tend it. The children shall have their voice again. If your will is weak, then I shall strengthen it. Lean upon me. You feel a weight in her words, as if her hands are on your shoulders. You feel the questions in your mind lose their edge and become merely words, as I lean upon you. You shall be my eyes as I shall be your hands when the time comes. Hmm. So what do you think of Dirawood and the Empire? Those titles are markings on a map and claimed in channel people's minds in violent directions. Such things are a threadbare blanket cast over the world where men and women seek more importance than simply being. So how do you see the world then? The world is a field of souls, filled by Barrett's will. The thought of culture and territories do not concern me. The sowing and harvest of the field does. Barrett's will has slowed, perhaps stopped altogether. Whatever words, titles, laws, and blades not devoted to carving away the harm or healing that wound holds little importance for me. Okay. And where are you from? There is a slow chill, and for a moment it seems as if she is going to fade from your vision. Then there is the sound of the chimes bound on her wrist as she reaches out to the air in front of you, as if grasping it, then pushing it aside. I have traveled far, so far that even the memory of such a place is distant. Past the words, the chime echoes in your head, and it seems to echo again, as if falling down a long stone crevice and never reaching the bottom. The chill persists for a heartbeat longer, then fades. The memory is lost, but I do not feel as if the memory I hold is the same as home.
And I you. In asking, we reveal ourselves to each other.
So I didn't get anything more. I want to discuss something different. Okay, here's a new one. I wanted to peer into your memories again. Your vision gives way to waves of feeling, while you feel the jagged marks of violence you passed before. This time the path is easier. There is no resistance, and you set about casually harnessing the memories, focusing on the one you seek. There is a slow rush, a warmth, and your thoughts enter as before, circling the memory you shared when you first met. And suddenly you are calm. You are on a plateau, almost the height of a tower, several stories high. The plateau is like a table lying beneath a clear sky, and beneath the plateau, surrounding it in all directions, a forest, hazy with mist, although whether it is actual mist or distance, or a recollection, God, I can't even pronounce that, resting in the curve of a natural arc above you is a great copper bell, half again the size of a man, hanging at attention as if looking down on you and the event unfolding before you. So I'm on a plateau, almost as tall as a tower. It's like a table lying beneath a clear sky, and beneath the plateau is a forest. So she's on like the Devil's Tower in a way. The plateau has soaked in the sun, and the rock beneath you is rough and warm. The sky forms a cradle around you. You feel different, not disembodied, but you feel your body. Your physical contours have changed along with the surroundings. And you hear a soft series of chimes, like wind chimes. At the sound, the scene gains color and texture, as if the sound is beckoning you gently forth, filling your senses and thoughts like mist rolling softly into a sealed chamber, and the chime coaxes you deeper into the memory, and you're certain it is a memory, a warm one. You are on the stone of the plateau, your knee on the warm texture of the ground, silver, white, shimmering like Audra. The plateau is formed of it glistening in the sun. You can feel the heat on your skin, your wrists, and your hands. Your hands are in motion, weaving, not thread, but gathering, tenderly moving along the first movements of Barrett's wheel. Your hands are wet. Your hands are upon the flesh of a newborn child, and you can feel the crowning of a tiny head turning in your grip, its head slick, wet from the womb. The hands you are wearing, inhabiting, have done this many times, and they are practiced and competent. You can feel distant pains in your own head as the head emerges. A stream of fluid from the womb helping the newborn slide forth, and a woman's labored breathing crying out. Focus on the child. As your hands move, you hear the sound of chimes, clearer, cutting through the haze of memory. You cannot see where they are coming from, but they are close, and they are meant as a comfort. Of that you are certain. Now, I know I've gone through some of this before. And coaxed by your hands, every movement causing the chimes to sound again. Almost eagerly the child comes forth, and as it does, your hands are in motion, weaving, moving along the length of a soft, wet rope. No, an umbilical cord from the legs of the naked woman before you. You are holding a small child still wet from the womb before you. The child cries out, its cry full of life, full of soul, the ringing of chimes, echoing in its thoughts, filling it with its welcome. The soul is blurred at the edges as if you are viewing a soul from within a soul, but it is there, it is alive. The woman before you is weeping, and as her first cry, her hands reach out for her, and at her first cry, okay. You surrender the child to her, something you have done many times before, and as your hands move, the chimes echo the movement, and you realize the chimes are hanging from cords on your wrists, and where once they echoed in the memory, they are now echoing in the child's mind as well. The chimes are intended to welcome the child, to be its first gentle greeting into the world, a soothing sound guided by the tender motions of your wrists. You are helping to weave its thoughts, its perceptions, and the experience. The woman laughs with a ragged joy, laughing from a parched throat. Her emotions seemed soothed, but the physical demands of labor had left her exhausted. But the child is here, the child is safe, and all atop the plateau is peaceful, calm, distant, flattening out as the memory persists. With effort, the scene bleeds of color, and your mind becomes your own again. The grieving mother stands silently before you. She seems unaware of what you've seen, or that you've entered her memories at all. I walked again in your memories, thoughts, and I believe your memories. A mixture of curiosity and fear wells up between you. She raises her left hand, the chiming of her wrists quelling the wise within her. She is frightened, but curiosity anchors her.
And what did you see in my memories? I would hear you speak of them.
I want to talk about the birth memory again. Hope you recall it. There is silence, and as your breath falls still, you hear the faint cry of a child in the distance, a newborn child, almost exactly like what you had heard in the dream. As you listen, the grieving mother raises both her hands as if weaving, her wrists chiming as she does, in a semblance of the gentle turning she provided while the newborn was crowning. To your surprise, you recognize the motions and the words from the memory, even as they are new to you. As she weaves her hands through the air in front of her, the child's cries grow still, yet the sound of the chimes weave almost hypnotically into your thoughts. The sky seems sharp and clear, and you feel as if you are towering over your surroundings, as if kneeling atop a great pillar, just as she did in her memory. To your surprise, the grieving mother falls, as if her strings were cut and her knees crack hard against the ground. Her hands never cease moving in the air, the chimes echoing her movements. In your ragged voice, you hear her speak. The voice is that of a much older woman than the one before you, harsh, almost desperate.
Tell me what you saw. Show me what you saw. Where were you?
We were in the middle of a clear forest with a strong wind cutting a huge forest, stretching on beneath a great rock. Yes, As she kneels before you on the ground, she whispers to you hoarsely and even fainter with the distance between you.
The stone of the plateau. Its color. Tell me its color.
It was a plateau of granite. It was silver alder, its surface warmed by the sun. Oh, see, this is of advancing it. As you watch, her hands rise before her. She clasps them, then cups them, as if feeling them for the first time, and she stares down into the cradle of her hands, and the chimes sound once, twice, as they swing with the movement.
And what did these hands hold?
The same chimes you hold now. They held a mother while she gave birth painfully. I'm not sure if there was a child you were bringing forth in your hands. And what did these hands hold? Well, all three of these are possible. They held chimes. And what did these hands hold? The same chimes you hold now. They held a mother while she gave birth painfully. I am not sure there was a child you were bringing forth in your hands. The same chimes you hold now. She leans back as if looking back at the sky, but her eyes are closed, the film building on them. With a slow intake of breath, you feel time becoming quiet around you. I do not feel the memory. I do not know if it is mine, but her hair falls across her features again like a veil, and she nods, not with her chin, but a push in her mind. But thank you for trying. Okay, so that wasn't the right one. Timing, as she does so, even know this, okay.
Tell me what you saw. Show me what you saw. Where were you?
A huge forest stretching out beneath a great rock, okay.
The stone of the plateau. Its color. Tell me its color.
It was Audra. Okay.
And what did these hands hold?
They held a mother while she gave birth painfully. I still think it's system with the child. Let's do the mother. She leans back as if looking back in the sky. Okay, that again was wrong. Okay, so let's go back through this again.
Tell me what you saw. Show me what... The stone of the plateau. And what did these hands hold?
So it would have been the child. There is a sudden intake of breath and then a release. Her eyes blur closed, forming into slits, but in the brief glimpse you have of her, changing expression, the rippling pain in her features seems to have smoothed. She swallows once, twice, and then you feel her once again in your thoughts, the rasping husk of her voice swallowed and drawn within her.
It was the birthing bell you saw. Has it been so long? Have I forgotten so much?
So why would there be horror? There is surprise, followed by a rising horror swirling beneath the words. With the words comes a river of impulses, thoughts, as if loosed from a breaking dam, and as your mind wraps the impulses into words, you realize it is her muscles and her hardened thoughts retaking and breathing again. There is such an intensity you almost want to step back from the flow, but you find that the wave of impulses cause questions to float to the surface. Among them is a name, Watcher. What is the birthing bell?
It is a plateau formed of the spirit stone Audra. At its top is set a great bell, cradled in the reaching arm of the plateau. It stirs in the wind, and it sounds for leagues when struck by kith hands.
Okay.
In distant times, the great bell served as a Glanfathan watchtower, perhaps. Why they abandoned it, I do not know. Other men came in time, settlers, and claimed the tower as their own. I, in turn, claimed it from them. The pillar became a cradle where I could draw new souls into the world.
So in your memory, were you helping a woman give birth?
Yes. Yet, I believe you only saw a small part of the birthing ritual. It is not all in a moment, nor in a day. It is a journey of many years between the child, the mother, and I.
Really, but women are only pregnant for 9 months, okay? There was much I could do to aid the mother. Some sought the physical comforts of ritual to steady their thoughts, even Audra from the bell. Others would seek advice, words of counsel for the days ahead. I was able to provide draughts, tinctures, and a reading of the child's spirit, all to strengthen the mother. Can you tell me about the birthing ritual?
The ritual was One of many steps. It took many tens of years to carve them, but always the child's thoughts were there to guide me, from the moment it began to awaken, to the 3 seasons within the mother, to the birthing day, and the years to follow. The child's thoughts, that is where it began.
So when it began to awaken, does that mean like when the soul becomes aware in the wheel? Hmm.
The expectant mother, I could often sense her thoughts, and those of her child, before she could. I would soothe her, free her from the panic of questions. I would sound the memory of the birthing bell atop the plateau in her mind, letting the memory of the vibrations fill my thoughts and hers. Often, the child's soul could hear it too, so the sound of the bell echoed in the mother's thoughts.
So you sense the mother's thoughts. Sharing memories and thoughts can bond lives together, as can hardships, and most of all, the sharing of what is familiar. The bell itself provided shelter for such thoughts, opportunities to see deep into the crevice, hollows in the rock where one could find shelter, clefts where you could feel the audra all around you. As she speaks, you feel your legs bent, crossed, and the warmth of walls around you and blankets woven thick beneath you. Such shared images can bond souls even tighter and allow them to draw strength from each other. You mentioned the ritual lasted years. What would happen after the birth? Once the pain is channeled away and the mother and child breathe again, I sound the birthing bells on my wrist and allow the mother to hear that child's thoughts, the ringing echoing in each other's thoughts. The bells open the way between them, let her feelings pass into the newborn, and let her feel the child in return. And when the feelings meet, that is when I weave another memory and leave it tied in their minds. Well, that's an interesting concept. Did these bells play an important role in the birthing process? Yes, and for years after I gave a set to the child after delivery, it is a reminder of the memory the mother and child shared. You feel an odd sensation, a warmth, and you can feel a smile of being shared. Then it flickers and it is gone. As the bells coax the child forth, so they accompany the child onwards, fastened around the wrists, to care for him in mind and body. There is no magic in it except the magic of practicality. If a child sought to leave their cradles or escape their cribs, the mother could know through the warning of the chimes alone. At times, if the bond was strong, so would I. The sensation of a smile comes again, slower, more knowing between you. If not watched, children, much trouble may be had from their hands. That is true. The chimes are kept until the child needs them no longer. When I no longer can hear them sounding in my mind, I know their spirit has changed, and the bonds we shared are long gone. This shedding may last many years, but a few, but it is necessary. So you watched over these children for years after their births? Children are fragile things. Even the ties of blood and mind may not be enough. They must be watched, and even then the body may fail the mind. But if you watched, even the most sickly child may cling to life if determined enough, and many other souls were tied to me. If a child's spirit failed, I could sound the chimes in their mind and grant them strength, even from afar. If it did not always serve, but it gave hope. It sounds like you've seen tragedy too. Yes, she would have. Enough to never wish to feel it again. In the times before the bell, children who died were cast upon the waters of the lake beyond the bell, sometimes while alive, if their pasts and futures were deemed weak. It was a different time, and children were treated carelessly. Those times are past. I have other questions about the birthing bell. Why would you give a telling of a child's spirit?
Many would come seeking their child's future, or a reading into the child's past, the lives its soul is said to have lived.
There is a slow chill, and for a moment it seems as if she is going to fade from your vision, as if she can't bear to be seen, and there is a spike of fear, alarm.
Such things are not mine to see. I meant no offense.
Oddly enough, it feels like she's not speaking to you. It feels like she's speaking to an audience. The air takes on a curious edge, a chill, which persists for a sharp moment, then fades into a dull fear. You feel the word watcher resounding in your mind, in her mind. I didn't know you had the ability to read souls.
That sight, past lives, future lives.
There is a slight hesitation in the grieving mother, a brief spike of worry, then quelled. The sensation is an odd one, but vanishes as quickly as it came.
Such sight lay beyond me, yes.
You're frightened. Something about watchers. As the thought of watchers crosses your mind, you feel a sharp pain, stabbing, and the sudden burn of lashes across your back and shoulder, and then it is gone, and you feel the grieving mother before you, silent, almost fearful, wary.
I was something else, but because the title Watcher was cast on me, the word carried a weight I had neither earned nor deserved. The world seems filled with such titles. They distract, I think, from the actions of the person, from their strengths.
That's true. So why did they believe you were a watcher?
The world has many corners, and in some corners the name Watcher is more known. It is an easier title than others, and at times it is easier to wear. Placing a title upon what is unknown can dispel the fear of it, and I did not fight it. I even believed it true, though I knew little of the ways of Watchers. It even granted me strength. I was able to see the thoughts of others, shape them, and help guide souls. Watcher seemed enough, and the name seemed to matter little in the light of one's acts.
But if they came to you to read their child's souls, what did you tell them?
I drew upon the present. I felt the soul of the mother before me, and used that to tell the child's path, to give it a voice. If only the thoughts of the mother and the emotions that lie beneath were mine to impart. I did, and so I used that as the telling of their child's future.
And what if it turned out to be untrue?
Futures fulfilled by one's own spirit are as strong as anything seen by another's eyes. And if one draws from the emotion of the mother, it matters only when harm is done.
So, in a way, you were. Okay, she was lying.
And their lives I knew well. I could weave their lives, their thoughts over time, to the mother, to the child, and once the child had been born, was sheltered, I could relax the threads of thought until the child could stand on its own.
So, you shaped their thoughts, made the readings true. Yeah.
This is my calling, to show them the life I see before them, and even greater, make them believe it.
That is not what a watcher does. We do not shape minds, we see them as they are. Why would you do such a thing? That is not what a watcher does. We do not shape minds, we see them as they are.
Even the most strongly worded tells may not be enough to save a child and allow it to be born. If I have the strength to strip away the stem of a mother's spite to expose kindness, weave nurturing from disdain and neglect, then that is my calling.
You're not so nice after all.
And with the weight of Watcher behind my thoughts, these tells gain strength. Strength I never possessed on my own. They believed. And what they believed became the truth. With each child that was set upon that path, the title of Watcher became stronger. You must understand, without such weight upon my words, many lives would have been lost, drowned, cast in the lake beyond the bell. Now the trail to the lake is lost and reclaimed by the forest, as was meant. A Watcher was not there to look over us, but it was a Watcher that saved them. And with a Watcher's strength, children were born, were cared for, and grew strong.
To inflict your will on another, that is not reading, that is control. Yeah, I have to agree with that. It seems your readings were necessary. No, I don't feel that they were. Because that's the fate of having children. I mean, you're gonna have people who are gonna not want the child. Wow. To inflict your will on another, that is not reading, that is control.
What use is a frightened will when a spirit is at stake? Would you let the fears of a mother end her newborn's life? You felt it in the memory, the weight of it, the importance of the child's life. It was a memory we shared.
Did we share that memory, or did you inflict it on me? That memory is not the truth, is it? And suddenly there was a rasping cry across your consciousness. She raises her hands, and you see the chimes draped from them, yet they make no sound as she moves.
A greater good was done, and children were saved. It is a choice you may be forced to make one day, and when faced with it, you will make the same one.
I refuse to exercise that kind of control over others, even for a greater good. When that happens, I'll be making my own choice.
This choice is not yours to make, Watcher. You will do as the world needs, as its children need. It is greater than you and your twist of sight.
Wow. Okay. I heard the name Watcher in your thoughts. Okay.
It is because I once believed I was one, and others believed I was one.
There is another name for someone with your abilities. Do you know anything about Watchers? There is another name for someone with your abilities. I see the word cipher in your mind and see its meaning, although I did not train in such things, and the title feels more of a cloak the world casts on me and judges me for. It is curious how a title such as that can define one, and at times be the source of such emotion that comes from no one but the voices of others. It is a curse of the world. Do you know anything about Watchers? I feel that they were once marked, hated. Such hate feels dimmed now. I can feel it. Other hatreds have risen for other titles, but they burned bright in the past. Now haters have shifted focus, and they may fall on the same again, either you or me. Why did you believe you were a Watcher? The world has many corners, and in some corners the name Watcher is more known. Okay, we already went through all this. Now it's about something else. Can you tell me about the birthing bell?
The birthing bell. It is where I could draw new souls into the world. I recall some of the memory of it through what you have seen, but not all.
So where is this birthing bell located? The birthing bell lies deep in the great forests of the Deerwood at the borders of Glatbathian lands. Surrounding it, barely a town, not one you would find on any map, but it held an important place for those there, even if we were far from the beaten track. Small families, tied like a knot, joined at the wrists in mind and thought. All were welcomed, all had purpose. Let's continue our journey. Learn of the grieving mother's past. The grieving mother was a midwife, and she used it to read. She clearly thought she was doing these women and their children service, but she wasn't inclined to discuss the matter further at this moment. Perhaps she'll open up more as our journeys continue. So she did some bad stuff. Wow. She did at that.
Sure.
Okay. So let us see what we can do here. I thought we'd already gotten rid of these over here. That's fine. We'll do it again if we need to. let's get over here. Take you up there.
Osset Worthen Rock! That's it!
Okay, well that was fairly easy compared to what to what we've had before. Okay.
Yeah?
I think I got over here before. I did. Okay, there's a map. Okay, peoples.
Mo.
Okay, they turned me against them.
Mo.
Alright, peoples. Come on, let's get over. Can I get over any further? No, I cannot. Okay. Oh, I forgot to do his thing again. You didn't do your bouncing. Yeah, maybe you did. Hex unleashes hex upon. Okay. All right. Where are you? You're there. I'm unconscious. Of course. All right, I'm finally up and moving. I'm gonna get over here.
Eh? My mind feels sharpest.
All right, let's do a little bit of this. Help me. Did we get him? We did. Okay.
Fight.
Yeah?
All right, so we got a whole bunch of stuff. All right. Now we're making better progress here than we were before.
No problem.
Grain. Okay, where are we at on the map? Okay. I think I was over here before. Yes, I was. This is where he was sleeping. Okay. Get you all up here because I see there was somebody up there.
Eh?
let's switch over to my crossbow. Then switch over to my blades. Come on, where did I click on you? I did.
Bring your end. Die!
Okay. You're dead. There he is. Now he's dead. Okay. Be much better.
Sure.
Figure had to. All right.
Time to see and not be seen.
Hopefully, huh? Oh. It has a cape, so we're taking the cape from around them. A body lies beneath a blood-soaked shroud. It reeks of rot and infection. Really? I assume it's a grimoire. No. Behold your faithful, the visage of my transformation. Fear not the journey which the portal opens. Become one with the wheel, with glad hearts and cheerful countenance. Okay, we know where this is going. I think there's an area over here we haven't looked at yet. Where was that now? I have to come down around this tent. Okay. Just want to open up everything on the map if I can. I think I've been here too. Nope, I haven't been. Oop. Did we leave something over here? We did. Okay, some blood moss. Alright. So I need to go up behind that tent. Okay, up over here. I'll take the money. Let's bring my troops up around here. We know where this all goes. This all ends up over here. Field Infirmary. Command tent. We've been by the command tent. Okay, guess we didn't get that table. I think we got
This won't stop me for
or
long.
was locked. I can't do it. Difficulty 15. My mechanics is only 14. Really? Okay. Thought I had gotten there before. And that one. So I have to remember about that chest there. Okay. So on. Let's go around the other way. We know what's up around. Cool. At least we've gotten a little bit further in this. And we know what's in the cave. Oh my god, that cave is going to be nasty. Nasty, nasty. Okay, so here we, this is as far as, this is now going to be going to
Eh? Got it.
Yep, I had been here. Okay, that takes us off the map, but there is something over here. Okay. Come on, Calypso. Yep, this is the hospital, infirmary. Okay. We got a mercenary berserker. Okay, come back to
Let's go!
switch over. Okay. You need to do your...
Baru, be on. That didn't work. Need to try something else.
Well, then try something else. You know, I'm almost dead. Okay, I'll put it on myself. Nope, I'm dead. Okay. What is this? Oh, okay. You need to go after that.
Need something.
Let's see here. Delayed fireball. It's gonna kill some of us. He's coming right at us too. So if I know he's coming right at us, I should probably put on his that one that okay. And what is this? Wound binding. What do you have here? Minor avatar. Resurrection.
I'm stuck.
Nope, you didn't revive me. So malignant cloud.
I bring.
Okay, he's almost dead. What do you have? You have watchful presence. Let's do this. Okay. That Titan thing is what's killing us. Okay. He died. She's almost dead. Knock down.
Attack!
Okay. She doesn't have anything unless, well, let's go ahead and do... What are you doing clear up there? I didn't realize she was up there in the middle of everything. That one. Wound binding. Yeah, we're not doing good here. Alright. You gotta do something up there. You were supposed to do resurrection.
That's the...
Okay. For some reason, resurrection is not working on her.
One repel.
Yep, okay. Maybe I'm not understanding how it works. I think that's it. I see, I'm up here standing, but yet it's Yep, we gotta redo. We need to approach this a little bit differently. Alright, come on. Okay. No, why did it not save? I know I was saving. That is just so typical. But anyway. You know that giant is over here.
Eh? Got it.
Okay, we've got... This is where it's sitting at, I have a feeling. In there. Let's see if we can draw them off one at a time. Out of the way there, Calypso. Okay, now suddenly they just all appeared. See? Okay.
Lava.
That's it!
Alright. How come it didn't go? Are you fighting at all?
Lava room.
That's not bad.
My mind feels sharp as steel. Awesome.
Okay, I forgot I had her on her bow.
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
Or not her bow, but on her, yeah.
Yeah?
We got a grimoire. Okay, these are all... So let's give them to him. Got gloves? No, it's a cape. The rest of them is just stuff. Oh, that's not what I meant to do, but
Got
that's
it.
okay. Alright. So there's something in here. 5. Okay, now it shows that it did a quick save. Is this where that Titan was at? Mercenary. Okay. Okay. Switch on over. I'm gonna go back up here.
Lava room.
Okay, everybody.
Beyond.
You attack. You need to attack this one. Who are you? That's a Grieving mother. Why did you have to run right up to him? There he goes. Oh, here we go. There's the Titan, the Gobbler, or the whatever his name is. Okay. Second win for you. Second win for you. Probably for me too.
Hey.
All right, you're gonna do your. Okay, let us see what you can do on this nasty brute. Does he have any wounds on him? Barely injured, but we can combust him though.
Architect Wortham.
All right, you have knockdown. Oh, you're doing. Injured. Let's see what else you can do on it. Delayed fireball, but that's gonna damage everybody else in the area. Blast of frost, that would work. Oh, you're right there. Why are you? No, you're not. You're back. Torrent of flame. Okay, he's almost dead. Alright. Almost dead. There we go. Oh, get all the way in and fall on you! Alright, so that was much better. And he's down here.
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
We got more Grimoires? Yes, we do. Okay. So, let's give that to him. No. Okay. So let us see what's down here.
Sure.
Or is it just all tie in? Looks like there should be something down here. But it's not. It's just the cliff. Okay. Nothing we can click on over here. Okay, so we got that beast gone. Let's go this way then. hiding together. We're right above the hospital now, the infirmary. This should take us on the road up to game paused. Why? Did we run across somebody? Ah, there we are. Someone over there. Okay. A whole bunches of them here, guys.
Look lively, lads.
Okay, guys. Let's go. And where are you at in there? Is that you? That's Eater. There's Durance. Okay, so you're gonna do your Holy Radiance. No, that didn't help you, did it? Minor Avatar. Gain supernatural glow as he or she is infused with power. Oh, I forgot about that. You're still on your bow, aren't you? Okay. And you...
My mind feels sharp as steel.
That didn't work.
Well, then do something else.
Need to try something else.
Nah.
Okay. Did you, Grieving Mother, did you switch over?
Got him.
Okay, you need to go after that if you can. Yeah, you're out of that, aren't you? You have the blessing. How bad?
Oh, wait.
Attack!
These things. Okay. What do you have? This is freezing pillar. Oh, that didn't help him, did it? Okay, come on, guys. We can do this. And I'm dead again, aren't I? Yep, I sure am. Let me see here. Wound binding. Get off your... Oh, I keep forgetting you have that too. I have mine also. I'm dead. Okay. This is another bad encounter here that we're doing. Another the storm. The druid cast it powerful.
Voice falls.
Yep, we're all dying again. Okay. Alright, so I see I need to come up a different way on this. Need to come up this way. Now that I got that Titan out of here, I can come up this way instead of going this way at him, maybe? I don't know. Okay. But that's going to be in another episode. Okay. This better take me where I thought I should be. Come on. Yes, it did. Thank goodness. Okay. So, yeah, let me see. What's the time? Where's my... Yeah, it's over an hour. An hour goes by so fast when you're playing this game. Anyway, so when we come back, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep up with this, because I have gotten further in here. We killed off more people. Or I really want to get into the White March. The White March. Or March. Yeah, the White March. Whatever. Anyway, so if you're enjoying, click like, leave a comment, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. Sahara out.